What is up, everyone? David Seven Skies here, broadcasting from the Seven Skies Mansion. And Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2018. I've been quite a bit off the radar lately, as you probably noticed. Haven't had that much time to upload stuff on YouTube. Had some personal problem, but I'm fine. And also, I've been working on a couple of very, very big projects. One of it being GETLOW, which is finally released, and I hope you checked it out. And if you haven't, go check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna try being a little bit more on YouTube. I'm probably gonna fail because I still have quite a lot of stuff to do, but I want to be a little bit more on YouTube, at least more than the past few months. So a few months ago, I released this track that was a remix for my friend Salvatore Ganacci. The track is called Talk, and it got quite a lot of views. I mean, it got picked up by Trap Nation, and it got over 1 million views. And I promised to you guys that if that track would have ever gotten to 1 million views, I would have done a more in-depth tutorial, and it got to 1 million views. So thank you so much for supporting, for listening that song. It's been crazy. And here it is. I'm not gonna do like a whole full 2 hours tutorial on this thing, because you know me, guys, I talk too much, and I'm definitely gonna try and keep things a little bit shorter. So what I decided I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna divide this review or overview or whatever you want to call it into different parts. So today I'm gonna do the most melodic parts, chords, pads, and all that kind of stuff. Then I'm gonna do the vocal and the percussion, then the bass, and then the leads and all that kind of stuff. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna do it all in one go and then just cut it and export it. I'm just gonna do this video for now, and then I'll figure out the rest later. So this is the project. You probably saw the whole screen flow of the project on my YouTube. It's probably somewhere over here. I'm linking it. It's either here or down there. But you saw the whole project already, so this is not a new thing. This is Ableton Live for those who don't know or those who wonder. The link for the skin is going to be in my description because a lot of people are going to ask for it. But let's dive into it. So the first thing we're going to look at is, or listen to, is the piano. And the song starts like this. So, first thing first, this effect over here, it's very simple. It's basically done by running the piano through a huge reverb and then simply exporting it, reverse it, and that's pretty much it. Then obviously there are some effects. One of it being my space wave, which is part of the RAKT free things that I shared with you guys. Once again, it's probably going to be in the description or popping somewhere up here. But basically, there's this this wave automated over here that makes it go like from a very slow vibration to faster, faster, and faster. And then there is this automation on the Pro Q, which basically starts from a very narrow frequency band, and then it expands. Just like that. It's just like a radio sort of effect. Then we have the main piano. Main piano is, you know me, is obviously Alicia's keys. It has been my favorite piano for I don't even know how many years actually. And I still think this is the best piano that's out there for contact. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't sound super nice, especially when it's at full velocity. But if you can see here, down here, the notes are not at full velocity. When they're not at full velocity, means that the keys are sort of played softly. And when that happens, the sound of the Alicia Keys piano is very round and very warm. While if it's too bright, I can show you guys what happens. It's definitely too aggressive, and I didn't really want something like that on the song, especially in this part. So that's why I turned the velocity down. This is something a lot of new producers don't actually consider when they make music. They just blast the velocity because it feels louder. But in this case, it's a completely different sound. If you have a piano with a lower velocity, you're gonna get a warmer and sort of rounder sound. All right, so then what do we have? We have Nexus over here that's playing guitar, and yeah, it's just this guitar clean muted preset ran through a reverb and low cut, obviously. Then there is a bit of bit crusher on Nexus, from Nexus. Then over here we have this arpeggio sound that is from Serum, is from my pack with KSHMR, and it's the kalimba sound. All right, so after that we have this sound over here, which, as you can see, is just an audio file. The reason why it's an audio file, it's not a synthesizer that I it's not a VST that I rendered. It's an actual hardware synthesizer, and this is the Virus TI, which is my favorite and my least favorite synthesizer in the world. It's my favorite because it sounds insanely awesome. Insanely well. It's incredible. It's so rich, wide, big. It's everything you've ever dreamed of from a synthesizer. The Virus TI delivers. However, it's a pain in the butt to sort of operate it, and it never works. It's always out of sync. It always gives you problems. So I don't use it much, but it's one of those things that when you use it, it still makes the difference. And this sound is actually pretty simple. However, when, I don't know, it just has something that I really can't get with other VSTs. All right, and so it's pretty simple. It goes, but you can hear how big and rich that sound is, and really, trust me, you can't get anything else sounding like this on a virtual instrument. So that's why I use the Virus. I actually only use it for like a few sounds, this being one of those. Then I have an SPL Transient Designer. Basically what it does, it adds a little bit of attack and it takes away a little bit of the tail, so it makes it a little bit more a little bit snappier. And then yeah, it goes through the Endless Smile by Data Life, which basically introduces like a big reverb. This one also has the frequency shifter or whatever it is, so you have that build sound. And that really helps going into the drop, which is over here. We're gonna see it in a second. Then we have this breakdown stuff, which is a bunch of Serum and then some Contact. I'll show you everything. So Serum is once again my library with KSHMR, which is called Symphony, and this plays this nice string staccato. Then there's GETLOW. Here it is. I'm so happy to finally be able to show it to you guys. And it's playing this it's playing this pad sound. This is very analog type of sound, which is what GETLOW is for. And there's another GETLOW that's playing this arpeggio. Now you can see that everything is sort of clipping. The reason why is that basically these presets are not the final version that made it to GETLOW. I was using this version for the song, but it was a beta version, so now everything is sort of converted to the new version. The normal version is going to be a little bit more gentle with the volume. And then we have Massive. And here's the thing, every sound that you hear in this song, beside the piano and the Nexus guitar, is from one of my libraries. So here's the funny thing. When I made this song was actually a demo song for my Massive sound set, which is called The Future. And if you go to the product page on standalonemusic.com and you listen to the demo song, you'll hear that there is a clip that is very similar to this remix. So what happened was I actually made the demo song and I really liked the chords, and then Salvatore basically asked me if I wanted to remix Talk, and it was a very short deadline, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I tried to slam the vocal on top of those chords, and it worked perfectly, and I sent it to him and I was like, yo, what do you think of this? And he loved it. And so I just worked on the song, and it became what it became, which is really funny if you think about it, because most of the time producers stress about making the biggest hit or making something that hopefully people are gonna love, and we stress a lot, and then it turns out that sometimes you just make a demo for a sound set, and then it becomes an official remix on Sebastian Ingrosso's label, and then the biggest trap channel in the world picks it up, and it gets 1 million views. This is the crazy part about making music. But anyway, so those are the sounds for the intro. So everything that we heard now is some sort of a build into the drop.